So you are in the space. So tell me, what are you doing right now to advance your purpose in that space?
Yeah. So our like mission statement is building Africa's future workforce. That is the best way we can really encompass what we're trying to do, because education, as I said, is a conduit in which we do that. Because I've found it to be, of all of the different versions of creating an equitable society, the one that we've seen time and time again to be a way of social mobility. So it is the way in which that I believe that we can build our future workforce by equipping them with the skills of the future. Now,
Yeah.
you and I both know we don't quite know what the future is going to look like, especially
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So
Well,
how do
it's going to be interesting.
it's going to be very interesting.
Good.
But we do know that we can perhaps give our young people the skills they need to be architects of that future.
Okay.
And so we kind of narrowed it down to STEM. And STEM, for those who are unsure, would be science, technology, engineering, and maths. Those are the things that I'm quite sure, to be honest, that will be used to build Africa's future.
Yeah.
And what's really exciting about those areas is that they essentially they give young people problem solving skills, and they are key to the kind of system and community and society that I think is necessary in Africa. So, for example, tech is the hero of STEM. Everyone knows about tech. Everyone knows how tech has very much paved the way for Africa to join the conversation when it comes to so many things. We're seeing, tech giants rising on the continent. That's really exciting. But the reason why, rather than being a tech-based organization, we went for STEM is because to solve other problems such as health, we need scientists. We cannot, like things like Ebola, things like sickle cell, that tend to plague
malaria.
Malaria, right? We're waiting for the West.
Even agriculture.
Exactly. We're waiting for the West to find
solutions for us.
To put funding into this, and that just isn't how society works. A problem is solved by the people who are affected by it.
Yeah.
So if we want our problems to be solved, we have to upskill our young people to solve those. So science is key for that. Engineering, of course, we know is building the infrastructure of a society, and mathematicians ensure the efficiency of all of those three areas. So that is why we focus on STEM, and that is why we're helping organizations that are doing that already. So what's different to us and every other STEM organization is that we ourselves don't administer the STEM education. What I found is that in the space, there are many amazing organizations doing incredible work, but they're working in silos. And it's just not as impactful, as effective as if we came together to work on this problem. So we're essentially a bridge between these organizations to make sure we're working together rather than overlapping or working in small communities. So that's essentially how Vemoye kind of is part of the conversation and solving the problem.
Great. I mean, this sounds interesting, very interesting. Tell me, how do you pronounce your organization now?
Vemoye.
Okay. I didn't want to butcher it, so I just kept my mouth shut. Okay. Vemoye.
Yes.
That sounds like Yoruba.
Yes. So named after my maternal grandmother. Her name was Victoria Ebun Olarimoye. So I took elements of that.
Okay.
She was an educator. Both my grandparents were educators as well. But I named it after her because specifically she was the first educated woman in my lineage. And she stayed in education and wanted to start a school, but passed away before she was able to do that. So in honoring her name, I said, listen, what you started didn't die with you. It will continue.
Good. That's good. Great.